Like, it's just too professional, which is good in a way, but music is everything but really organized. So music must be more rebel in a way. My first contact with music was at the age of 3 or 4, especially because my grandfather was a maestro. So I grew up with musicians. You know, my mother's side, everybody was playing all kinds of instruments. And then I knew I would be cursed to be surrounded, involved by music for the rest of my life. And then, well, it's funny because all the people I know that are into music, music talks so much louder than any other discipline. It's like music is always like here, and the rest, the second passion, is way below, and which is my case. I mean, I'm an architect, but the fact is, architecture is my second passion, but it's way below music. I think, as I said, architecture and music is pretty much the same thing. It's also not tricky, but actually is a fact that, for example, I remember all the people that study architecture with me, half of the class were like musicians in a way, or, you know, my best architect friends had bands, for example, or really into cuisine, into food, which is pretty much, you know, that kind of, you know, the mixture to mix elements and to fill all these kind of spaces. That's what we do. I'm kind of suspicious to say, yes, this is my kind of my home. Not only the Marktkantin, but I feel really loved in the Netherlands, and especially in Amsterdam. All the festivals and places I've been here, and it's good to be loved, of course. And it's the Marktkantin is a place that, especially my kind of music, it's the perfect place, the perfect size. You know, my music is quite introspective. Even the more energetic ones has a bit of sadness, a bit of inner kind of thing, and to play in this kind of atmosphere, indoor, quite dark, incredible sound system. As I said before, I'm suspicious to say I'm always really, really happy to be back. Well, back in 2005, I remember sending a CD from São Paulo to Cologne by regular post. And I remember the first email from Michael. It was a song called Archipelago, which was my first single. And then our relation started that time. Then I released a couple of singles, and finally my first album that came out in 2007 called Chromophobia, and I never stopped. So that's really my family. I'm really happy to be part of it. I feel really, really, you know, free to do whatever I want. main difference for me, comparing like to play in festivals, normally festivals are more organized in the sense of you play and you leave. The good thing is that really huge energy, but it's a bit, you feel a little bit lonely. You're just too far from the people, first of all. And to play in a club, you feel have direct contact from the people. You talk to the people, people came to you with a certain song, Gui, play this with the mobile, for example, and you have this direct contact. It's more like face to face. It's a different relation, but it's you get more tired because, for example, I'm the first to arrive and the last to leave when I play in a club. I really love this atmosphere. And the festival is more like chronometrated. It's more like it's just too professional, which is good in a way. But music is everything but really organized, so music must be more rebel in a way. Plans for the future? I don't know. No, I'm kidding. Well, I'm planning to probably instead of releasing like my 6th album, which is I think albums they're not as relevant as not the same usual format we used to have to know because of this digital era, but maybe for sure to put out new music and maybe in the end of the year like make a whole package because I think it's, you know, to produce an album you can tell a story, you can walk through different paths, which is not really possible releasing only singles. In an album you can try, you can experiment, really experiment, and it's just like writing a book, you have this
build up.
Exactly, or build down, you know, cause different feelings, different moods. It's good to be sad, it's good to be happy, it's good to have all kinds of feelings, and you can have that only with albums, especially because EPs are more club oriented in a way. In this, let's say, techno scene, but why not release ambient songs, for example? I mean, there's good music in all kinds of styles, right?